Hey girl, it's Wahima. I am a 38-year-old cisgendered female from Southern California. You guys are here because you have watched my first two videos talking about my fibroid story. If you haven't watched them, this video out of context is not going to make much sense. So go on ahead and watch the videos. I'll have them linked above, below, and at the end of this video. I had my doctor's appointment with Dr. Sarah on Friday. She explained to me a couple of things after she looked at my MRI. I've taken notes, so I'm going to be looking down. So she says that there are fibroids in the inner lining of my uterus, and that my uterus is definitely distorted by fibroids. There are fibroids towards the back, near my spine. There's fibroids towards the bottom, near my vagina. There's fibroids at the top. Some of them are in the lining sticking out. Some of them are in the lining sticking in. Some of them are just in the lining living their lives. I have 6 towards the back and 1 underneath. And she explained to me that the lower the fibroids are, the more dangerous it is to remove them because those are next to blood vessels and places where if it gets removed, that could cause heavy bleeding, which would mean I would have to have a hysterectomy in order to staunch the bleeding. So that was very terrifying. Obviously, we're going to do the laparoscopic surgery, which is where they stick instruments into your body via like my belly button and around that area. And they use a camera and sort of robot arms to do this delicate surgery. She's also going to do a hysterectomy, which I'm saying that wrong. But what that is where they stick the camera and the wand into your vagina so that they could see the bottom sort of outside of your uterus and they can make incisions there and remove fibroids from that area. That is what I have had before. The ones that were taken out prior to with Dr. Barrett weren't in, I guess, that dangerous zone. This MRI shooketh my life. Like when you hear you have 10 fibroids or you have 10 growths growing in and around your uterus, like you have one thing in mind. Like I had an imagine of an organ this big with just kind of like things around it. No. As you're gonna see in the picture, I'm about 18 weeks pregnant. And I knew my belly was big and I just thought it was because that's where I gain weight the most. It is. Like when I gain weight, that is where I gain weight. My stomach is my problem area. It is a part of my body that I hate so much. And I think a lot of women hate their bellies as well, which we've got to stop the belly hate. I don't know how to jump on a movement to love my belly. I'm not there yet, but when I get there, I cannot wait. The amount of brain space that is taken up in my mind just worrying about whether or not I look pregnant is crazy. And the thing is though, people at my job have asked me if I was pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm just fat. But it turns out I basically was. I mean, I did gain weight during 2020, right? For this COVID-19 situation. I gained 30 pounds. I really do think that in 2020, for whatever reason, those growths just sped up because I've always had this little belly, but like now I'm just like, ugh, was it always a belly or was it always fibroids? So we don't know, but she did like a pelvis exam and she pushed on my stomach and she's like, oh yeah, I feel it there. I feel it here. And I felt them as well. I just didn't know that it was abnormal. I didn't know that it was growths like pushing up my fat and pushing it out. It's really upsetting. Girl, here's a side-by-side comparison of what a normal uterus looks like and then what my uterus looks like. Is that not crazy? No one has said, oh, you have fibroids the size of a grapefruit or you have fibroids the size of an apple. But yeah, I definitely do have fibroids the size of an apple and plums in there. Those are plums and apples. You know what I'm saying? There's some cherries and walnuts in there. It is so upsetting. I said, okay, if you were to get rid of everything, because I do have a fibroid on the left, and I was like, do you think that fibroid on the left is what's causing issues with my fallopian tube? And she's like, even if it unclogs your fallopian tube on the left, we just have no idea like how it's going to travel down, like what it's going to look like afterwards. And so basically I have to reconstruct your uterus. I'm like, a uterus is a muscle though. Like, doesn't it like shrink? Like, doesn't it expand and then it goes back? I mean, I imagine it would if your body was actually pregnant and it would like send some chemicals to tell it to go down, but I don't know. I mean, this is not what she said. I'm just imagining this, but I don't know. I am so upset. This is not fair. I mean, I hate saying that because a lot of things in life aren't fair, and I hate when people tell me that something isn't fair, but I'm just like, really? 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 Look at this. This is bananas. So I had my conversation with Dr. Sarah on Friday. I got a call from her nurse on Monday saying that my surgery was approved, and she signed me up for a pre-op appointment on Wednesday. I had to get my blood drawn on Thursday. I have a COVID test on Tuesday to make sure that I'm COVID free, and if I'm good with the COVID, then on Friday I will have my surgery. So I'm trying to be very careful when I'm at work, because I'm back at work, you know, so I'm in these streets, making sure that I do not contract COVID because I need to have this surgery ASAP. She's not going to be able to get them all out. She's going to get as many out as she can without putting me at risk for a hysterectomy because she does know that I want children. I think that before I go in, like when I have my last words with her, I'm going to tell her, if you can save my eggs, please just save them. Just like put them in an ice box. Like, please don't destroy my eggs if you have to give me a hysterectomy. Let me figure it out. Maybe I can save up for a surrogate. I'm nervous, I'm worried, I'm shocked, I'm scared to a certain extent. I hate saying that out loud, but I think I am. It's a 5-week recovery. I'll see her at the 4th week to see how I'm doing. She said that I won't be able to sit up on my own for the first couple of days, that I probably won't want to eat, but I do need to eat soup, keep some liquids in me. It just gave me a lot of information. Like, this is major surgery. Whew. So she said there's more likely going to be 4 incisions, and that she's going to do both the hysteroscopy and the laproscopic myomectomy. She explained so much to me. I asked a million questions. She let me take pictures of stuff. So I'm just really grateful for this doctor to help me through this process. I'm going to do a post-surgery video as well, obviously. So that will be out once I am in some shape, you know, to put on some makeup to talk to you guys. But until then, keep me in your prayers, light a candle for me, you know, wear a crystal next to your heart, you know, whatever you do to send some positivity to someone, please send that on over to me. It's a lot, and I want to thank you guys for going through this journey with me. I want to thank those of you who leave comments down below telling me of your stories. It's really helping everyone. I think that this is a brave community. Let's look at my belly. So here is my belly and my underwear pre-op. I'm really interested in seeing how it might be after post-op. If you guys are wondering how you can support me in this process, you can like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. You can hit that notification bell. You can share this on any social media platform that you deem fit. And if you want to give monetarily, down below, there will always be that information in the description box. You can send me a letter, a note, a postcard, whatever you want during this time. I'll have my surgery on February 12th if everything goes well, and I will see you in the other videos that I have scheduled to go up, but I think the next time I'll really see you is at the end of February. So thank you guys. Thank you. I want you guys to have a fantastic week, and remember that all you can do is your best. All right. Bye.